What's going on, everyone? We are here at Pepperdine University in the beautiful city of Malibu. Somewhere over there is the Pacific Ocean. It's an overcast day. My name is Benny. Somewhere over there is my son Lumpy. And we are here at the Easton Army Baseball Camp put on by the wonderful people at Easton and Rawlings. Mr. BK, the man in charge here, putting on a very cool camp for the young Easton Army players, by the way. There they all are, sitting in the third base dugout. I see the Fries over there getting into some mischief. It should be a fun day, and I hope you guys are excited for some Pepperdine University Easton Army baseball. Here is a close-up shot of all 29 members of the Easton Rawlings Army who were able to attend the event here at Pepperdine. You can see they're all excited and ready to go. You might recognize a couple faces. I'm sure a few of these players have battled against the Rally Fries numerous times. And first I want to talk about, guys, a lot of people are like, hey, what is the Easton Army, Easton Rawlings Army? And it's basically like a club, you guys. There's no real like sponsorships or anything like that. It's just they're members of the Easton Rawlings Army. The perks are they get to, say they're a part of the Army. They get bats. They get sometimes bats for free, but most of the time they just get really big discounts, and they get early access to a lot of the bats. So, like the 2026 Rawlings icon, Lumpy got that months ahead of time. And, that's basically the perks of being in there. And then, also they have these exclusive events once in a while that the young players are able to attend. So it's actually very cool. And it leads us into another question, which I wish I had a really good answer for, is like, how do you get into the Easton Rawlings Army? And I really don't have an answer. That's the sad thing. But I can tell you about Lumpy's journey and how he got invited into the Easton Rawlings Army. So basically, one tournament the Rally Fries played, Easton and Rawlings were there. And what happened is if you hit a home run with, at the time it was the original Hype Fire. So it was like the beginning of the 10-year season for the Rally Fries, but it was the original Hype Fire bat, which, to be honest, you guys, if you've seen that bat, I feel like that bat was made specifically for the Rally Fries. I mean, the colors are just like ours. It was a perfect fit. But regardless, the thing was if you hit a home run and you got it on video with one of the Easton Hype Fires, you won a free bat. And so Lumpy hit a home run. I have it on video, you guys, because you guys know I record everything. And we turned it in. And what ended up happening was there was a lot of players that hit home runs that weekend. And I got an email from them saying, hey, great job. Your son hit a great home run. But unfortunately, a bunch of players hit home runs, and we only have so many bats. And your son was not chosen to get a bat. So we actually didn't win a bat, but it got us in contact with Easton, and the next thing you know, Lumpy got invited into the Army. So, I mean, he didn't get a bat, but, he ended up getting a bunch of bats, as fate would have it. And that's basically how it happened, guys. I wish it was, more details. I really don't know the thought process or anything behind why certain players are chosen. I really don't know. But I do know is that half of the Rally Fries are on the Easton Army. So go figure. I feel like, you got to know somebody, I think, like anything in life, you got to know somebody. And, obviously you got to hit bombs. So if you can do that, I believe you got a chance to get into the Army. And, good luck to those of you who are wanting to get in. So a lot of cool things happen, you guys. You could see here, the Pepperdine coaches put all of the players, coaches and players, the Pepperdine coaches and players who are all young, were split up the groups into three. They worked on fielding, outfield, pitching, and then eventually they're going to go hit. But it was a lot of fun, you guys, to see the Pepperdine University players who, by the way, had just shown up on campus. Like, this was their first day there. So everything was brand new for them, and it was funny watching the coaches like ride the players, because they're all here and they're just kind of taking everything in, and at some point they were kind of like losing focus and not paying attention, and the coach was like, hey bro, what are you doing? We're here to work. It was a lot of fun, and it was actually hilarious. But it was cool because a lot of those Pepperdine players grew up watching the Dodger Films videos, so a lot of them came up to me and were like, "Hey man, we're huge fans of you and Bobby, and you were our childhood," and just cool comments like that. And I actually got to speak with one of them, and he was all excited to just give back to the youth and all that. So it was a lot of cool, man. It was it was really cool. So what we got here is the West Coast Army players, because the Easton and Rawlings Army is it's the United States. So this is just the West Coast because we're here in California. There's still the middle part of America and the East Coast that also have a bunch of players as well. And these are all players from the ages of 7 to 12, I believe. There was also a group after us with 13 and higher, which had some really, really cool players on there as well. But of course, by the time we were done, that's when they were starting. And of course, the kids were hungry after that, so we had to go get burgers, which were really good, by the way. So yeah, you're only seeing, a small percentage of the players, but there's actually a whole bunch, you guys. And there's actually a lot of players here in California. This took place like right before a lot of them started school, so there wasn't like too many players, but nonetheless, a lot of people. So yeah, let's see here. We got a lot of videos coming up, you guys. Oh my, the Rally Fries getting ready for the 12U season. We've got our rosters finalized. We're ready to go, getting ready for Cooperstown. A lot of PG tournaments coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a lot of huge announcements to make too as well, but we'll be going to be patient on that. Keep watching the videos and everything, and be on the lookout because there's some really cool content coming your way, you guys. I hope you're excited for the 12U season as we are. And man, geez, here at Pepperdine, you guys, I just want to point out just how amazing the field was too. I mean, the grass out there is phenomenal. And the way I could tell grass, you guys, because like I play golf, and anytime I can walk on grass and think about hitting a golf ball, that means the grass is like so perfect and pretty. And all I kept thinking was like, I would love to hit a golf ball into the ocean and just take a huge divot out of the grass. A divot is, when the club hits the ground and the grass goes flying and they leave that little mark, which is, horrible for a baseball field. But because the grass was so pretty, I was like, man, I would just love to hit a golf ball. Sorry for going off on a little rant. You can see the Army participants having a lot of fun. The coaches getting on them. Lumpy over here in no man's land, just catching fly balls. And, a lot of fun and excitement. Here's Lumpy thinking he's going to get a catch, but they were actually calling everyone to switch stations. And look, he's like, oh, come on. I included this in here right here because these are Rally Fry parents. And I caught them in a moment. And one of them is actually Aaliyah's mom, Yanni. She hates being on camera, and I caught her in a little good moment. So I want to apologize, Yanni. I normally won't put you on camera, but that was just a little too perfect to not include. And here are the Rally Fries getting their little infield drills in. After all of them got through a round, like they all had a little competition where they were trying to catch as many as they can, as quick as they can, while the coaches were trying to make them more difficult, and made it fun and competitive for everybody. And like I said, I know a lot of these players had a great time at the Easton Rawlings Army. I sure hope they put these camps on again. And those are the cool little batting. I think those are like the BP, like the warm-ups. When the Rawlings Easton Army, they had a game where Rawlings and Army, they picked players and they battled each other. And I feel like those were the on-deck circles for the game. But they brought them here. One of the Pepperdine coaches pitched to all the kids. It was a lot of fun. You can see Lumpy here taking some reps, having some fun in the BP cages. A lot of good stuff, you guys. And it was really cool to see all these young hitters hit because guess what, man? They can hit. Like even the younger ones were just popping the ball. I remember there's this one lefty kid too. He plays for ZT and I don't remember his name. You're going to see him coming up because I actually included him in this video. But man, he's got such a beautiful swing. And I tell you, there's something about lefty swings, you guys. They're just so beautiful and so fun to watch. Nothing against righty hitters, but this is the kid I was talking to you about. Just look at this swing, man. This is like, I don't want to say perfection, but man, that's pretty good, man. Here's a little montage of everyone that was there getting a swing, because I know I had hours of footage and it was hard to pick every single thing, but I wanted to include everyone in there. So here they are taking some hacks. They had a speech at the end. BK, the man in charge of the Easton Army and all that. You can see him kind of in the back. He's the tall guy in the white hat. Here he is right here. A lot of fun, you guys. Don't forget to binge watch. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next videos. We love you very much. We're out of here.
Bad coach, epic fail.